What's up, GameSpotters? This is Aaron Sampson with the Starhawk Starter Guide. Starhawk is a third-person shooter with RTS mechanics that requires you to have the brain of an engineer and the twitch shooting skills of, well, you know, a gamer. It's a lot to take in at first, so this guide is designed to break down the basics and help you get through your first set of capture the flag matches. Step 1. Your first job is to select a friendly drop zone to fall on. That would be the green blob on the map. In case you were wondering, yep, you can totally crush enemies with your drop pod. Once you hit the ground, look around. This is the initial build phase of the match. Somewhere near you, there should be a giant column of glowing green rift energy. As long as you're near it, it will slowly charge up your rift meter. There's also smaller rift harvesters and caches of rift in barrels spread around the map. Hit the triangle button. These are the buildings you can drop down from orbit, provided you've collected enough rift energy to afford them. Let's cover the structures you're going to need right now. The best way to learn the mechanics of Starhawk is to start the game playing defense. That means hang out in your base. This is largely because every time you die, you lose all your gear. And when you spawn back in, staying in your base will keep you near a steady supply of weapons, rift energy, and vehicles. The first thing that you need, if one isn't already on the map, is a supply bunker. It costs 4 rift energy. Yep, waiting for the green stuff. This bunker has an unlimited supply of essential weapons, including the shotgun that you should always favor at close range, a rocket launcher that can direct fire or lock onto hawks and jetpacks, and a full resupply of ammo and nades. Your starter rifle is mostly a medium to long range weapon, and I pretty much found it to be the least useful weapon in your arsenal. You can fire from within or atop the bunker at enemy targets with a reasonable degree of protection. So now you're in the bunker. Grab the rocket launcher and wait for that Razorback rush. A Razorback is a Jeep-like vehicle that can be built with only 2 rift energy and are used early and often to rush enemy flags. This is because, and this is very important, it's the only vehicle in the game that can be used while holding a flag. That makes them a priority target. The next thing I recommend building right away is the Vulture Jetpack Dispenser for 4 rift. The jetpack gives a savage movement advantage over other players hot-footing it across the map. Even on small maps, walking is extremely slow and inefficient. So don't go out for any long distance hikes without a jetpack or a vehicle unless you like boredom and death. The jetpacks will also let you dodge getting run over by Razorbacks or stomped on by hawks. Lastly, build a sniper tower for 2 rift energy. It works as advertised and has a wicked sniper rifle with a zoom feature that can be used to headshot targets all the way across the map. From this point forward, every time you die, go get a jetpack and then use the jetpack's mobility to go get your other weapons. So now you're armed to the teeth. Sweet. Now what? Build more. Starhawk is a rock, paper, scissors RTS. You can start by using walls to cut off Razorback routes. People will often build walls directly around the flag, but this tactic's largely ineffective because you don't want the enemy to get that close in the first place. Move your walls out to choke points. And when they're down, go to the terminal at the base of the wall and upgrade it to a door. This lets your own Razorbacks out of the base while keeping enemy Razorbacks from getting into your base. Also, put turrets on top of the walls to destroy enemy units or at least buy you time to get to the wall while it's under attack. Don't expect turrets alone to ever stop an enemy advance. They have a short effective range and can be destroyed from a distance easily. Next, if your base is getting hawk molested, save up 6 rift energy and build a beam turret. Beam turrets tear up hawks and as an added benefit can be manually aimed at ground targets. Finally, if you have this base defense thing down solid and you've got 8 rifts saved up, build a shield generator. The shield generator looks like that thing the Gungans used in Star Wars. It stops all fire from entering its confines. Make sure to ring the shield generator column with turrets as it can be destroyed at close range by regular units using only grenades. Turrets cost 2 rift and are best used in tight spaces in groups of 3. Okay, you're all set. Have a fun round. Now that you're comfortable with the basics, let's shift to offense. The first thing you should know about offense is that you can build everything I've already mentioned pretty much anywhere on the map. Many matches are won in this manner. As I've stated in the defense portion of this guide, the Razorbacks do most of the work winning capture the flag. At the start of the match, get your weapons from a bunker and make yourself a Razorback garage. Assaulting the enemy base non-stop is what's going to get you the win, and you cannot assault the enemy base as often as you need to if you have to drive all the way across the level to do it. Step 1 is to establish fire bases. In at least 2 or more locations around the map, you will find barrels of ripped energy as well as smaller harvesting stations. Usually 2 caches exist right across from each other. By going back and forth between them, you can harvest a lot of energy and over the course of several minutes, drop a spawn point, a bunker, in either a Razor garage or a Hawk bay. Now it's time to go into enemy territory. The first thing you're going to need to do is get rid of critical enemy fortifications in your way. For enemy bunkers, one of my favorite tactics is to use a jetpack and quickly drop in from the top, then use the inexhaustible supply of grenades inside their own bunker to destroy surrounding buildings, troops, and then the bunker itself. Taking out a key piece of hardware like a bunker or the expensive beam turrets can put the opposing team into a rift deficit as they rebuild their base and they may never recover. If you're finding their fortifications too tough to crack on foot, grab a Hawk, as in where the game gets its handle. Hawks are for hit and run attacks on buildings and vehicles. They have a limited supply of rockets and a powerful stomp that can make short work of said targets, but they do have limitations. Hawks don't have much health and can be locked onto and shot down by any troop with a rocket launcher. They also fall quickly to grenades, and beam turret always beats Hawk. So if you should find yourself in a Hawk, fly around the map and find all the weapon pickups and health drops, because you'll need to fly constant loops through them if you want to be effective. Do your job from a distance, keep moving, and you can cause a lot of havoc. There's not a lot more to assault than that. Get a spawn as close to their base as possible, cause havoc by destroying their key buildings, and go for the flag constantly. Some final thoughts on Starhawk. You may have noticed after your first round that, like many RTS style games, you'll lose everything after death, and taking time to collect your valuables back is time you're not attacking the flag or defending yours. There's a remedy for this. It's called active skills. There are requirements to earn these skills, such as 10 kills with a certain gun in 1 round and then spending 2 skill points. But once you meet those requirements, you can enable an active skill that lets you, say, have a rocket launcher every single time you drop in without having to go pick one up. This has been a starter guide to Starhawk. Thanks for watching and have fun out there.